Greetings Guzzlers. Everybody likes a nice ginger biscuit. Well, if you've been watching this, you know that I love them and I've made them before, but these ones are going to be sort of the same, but we're going to add some extra ginger in the form of some stem ginger. So first thing first, we want to sift 700 grams. I'm making a lot, so you can halve these quantities if you want. I'm going to sift 700 grams of flour. I've got 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate soda, and I've got about 5 teaspoons of ground ginger. So along with that flour, I'm just going to sift that. Now I've got 100 grams of stem ginger there. Then I'm actually going to split my dough. Okay, I'm going to make some plain ginger biscuits and some with stem ginger in. So bit I forget later. So I'm just going to put that into the processor, the mini blender, and blitz that up in small bits. If you want to chop it up by hand, you can do it by hand. I'll use the blender. Right, before we start mixing everything together, in this little bowl here, I've got 8 tablespoons of golden syrup. I'm going to crack 2 eggs into it, and then I'm just going to blend that all together with a little whisk. So now we can start putting everything together. So I've got 200 grams of softened butter there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to rub this in into the flour mix until we've got something resembling breadcrumbs, as it were. And then over there I've got some soft brown sugar. I've got 350 grams of that, and we'll mix that in once we've got this breadcrumb stage. So now in goes that sugar, and we're now just going to mix all that through together. So here's our golden syrup and egg mix. Just like before, it's really difficult to get it going, but once that egg starts mixing and breaking down, it does become a lot easier to work with. Remember, have a big enough bowl because it sort of slops around a bit when you first start trying to get that egg in. So all I'm now going to do is get all this combined. So I've split my dough, like I said, and I'm going to keep one lump as plain. Okay, this is quite a sticky mess, so this is going to be quite tricky to get this all blended through. So we're going to give it a good old kneading, get it all the way mixed through, and then I'm going to wrap both balls in cling film, and they're going to go in the fridge to chill for at least 30 minutes. Okay, and then after that chilling time, we can get our oven on and we can begin rolling and cutting them out. First batch of dough, this is the plain dough. I've just lightly floured the surface, and all we're going to do is roll it out, and then I'm just going to cut them out and put them on the baking trays. Leave a bit of space because they do spread slightly. We've got the fan oven on 190. They're going to go in for about 8 minutes when I'm obviously cooked. So they're going a nice golden brown colour. But remember, these will be soft while they're hot, so you can't sort of say you want them sort of like, you know, crispy, if you like. So we'll get that in. Got a little bit more of this plain dough to cut up, and then I'll be cutting out the other dough with the extra stem ginger in. So here's our finished articles. So my stars, just me plain ginger biscuit. That's just an half cut. So I'm going to taste this. Yep, just like before, gingery, but let's try this one. These are the rounds. This was the odd bit. So same biscuit mix, but with stem ginger added. A little bit more gingery, not as quite as potent as I thought, although I haven't said that. I'm definitely now getting what you often get if you eat a bit of stem ginger. You might notice that you then get the heat come through afterwards, and that's definitely what's happening with these. to begin with, doesn't taste any different to that one. But then you get that extra hit of ginger. So there you go. Ginger biscuits with stem ginger.